kitchen. I realized I haven't filmed in this spot in a long time. Because I used to always just like do a lot of chatting type videos here because the lighting's good. There's like a little bit of a ledge, so I can pop my tripod on there or my phone. But I wanted to do a DMV update part 3 because I know I have a part 1 where I'm kind of like ranting about my experience. And then a part 2 where I finally get my permit. But then I never really followed up with a part 3 of finally getting my license because I just been procrastinating it. Finally, I decided I'm gonna go do it. When did I do this? Like a month ago now? Less than a month ago. I mean, it's still pretty annoying that I still had to go through the whole process of doing another driving test because my driver's license from Canada wasn't valid here. I mean, it is valid, but not to transfer over into a full California driver's license. But I finally got in the mail. Okay, I already took it out, but it says, congratulations, here's your California driver's license / identification card. So it looks like this. It's like pretty flimsy. I thought it would be like a little bit harder, but no, it's pretty flimsy. What else does it say here? It's pretty much it. I got it in the mail maybe like a week ago when I got back from my trip. I was hoping to get my ID for my New Mexico trip. That way I can use it as an ID, and then also I thought it would be better just to have like a US driver's license when renting a car and stuff, but turns out it doesn't really matter as long as you have a license. I didn't really film that day because I was just so anxious and so nervous. I don't know. Something about driving tests is like really scary to me. Maybe because the ones that I'm used to in BC are a little bit more strict. Overall, my experience at the El Cajon location was pretty straightforward. I booked an appointment online. When I got there, you do like a little check-in thing and they check your IDs, check your insurance for your car, and then you have to go and take your car and then you wait outside. You kind of just sit in your car and you wait for the instructor, what do you call them? The evaluator guy to come in, and he does those like pre-checks, you know, make sure your signal, your lights, brakes works, all of that. And then they hop in the car and you go on a little route. So after like the guy hops in my car, we're like, you know, doing small talk, like, how's your day going? And I was like, I'm really nervous. So they let me keep their little like driving performance evaluation score sheet thing. It was a pretty standard driving test, I would say. It was like maybe 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, take you on a route, do a few stops, go to a school zone, do the back pull over and back up in a straight line type thing. Doing all the proper stops, shoulder checks, merges, turns, spacing, and things like that. And in order to pass, you must have no more than 3 errors marked from items 9 to 14, and then no marks in the critical driving error section. Makes sense, because those are like usually an automatic fail. And then no more than 15 errors marked in the scoring maneuvers. So at the end of the test, he's like, you have to have no more than 15 errors marked. And he told me I had 0 errors, which I was pretty surprised because I'm like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm bound to make one type of error. Like maybe I went too fast in like a little zone. I don't know, but turns out I got perfect, so pretty happy about that. I guess I'm just used to the driving tests I took in Richmond, BC, where they're like pretty strict, and it's like almost common that you fail your first driving test. But yeah, I don't know, the guy was like pretty chill. He used to be a teacher, I think, so we kind of bonded on the fact that we both work in education, and we were just kind of like chatting throughout my driving test. I did tell him I was like, I'm really nervous, and maybe he was trying to like calm me down by talking to me. I don't know, but he kept saying my name throughout the test, so maybe that was also calming. I don't know, but he was also like, so Lorie, like, how long have you been driving? I was like over 10 years. And he's like, I don't mean that to age you, but he's meant in the fact that you can tell within the first couple minutes if someone's an experienced driver or like a new driver. So he like passed me with 0 errors. So that was really exciting, and I'm just finally glad this whole like DMV process is done and I can finally like check off all my boxes and finally getting my ID. Another reason why I kind of just like jumped the gun in wanting to do it is because I don't know if this really matters, but I thought it might be safer having a California driver's license in case something happens, like, you know, like knock on wood, which is always good to have like for insurance purposes. I don't know if it's easier instead of dealing with like an international driver's license. I don't know. Anyways, that is done. I can finally close the chapter on my DMV series and just finally check off the box and have that all done. So yeah.